Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sean from SeanDoesDIY. And in this video, we're going to install some molding over some new floor that just got put in. I got inside corners, I got outside corners. We're going to put it around the door, and we're going to make this room look a whole lot better. So let's get started. All right, so we got the flooring installed. Now it's time to cover up these nasty edges with some molding. So let's take a look at the tools you're going to need before we get started. You're obviously going to need some kind of molding. I'm just using standard 1x4 pine. So yeah, you can use whatever molding you like. This is just what I chose to do from my house here. You're going to need a tape measure. Obviously, we're going to have to make sure we get the right lengths on these walls. Let's see, something to mark with, pencil. All right. Let's see, angle finder is helpful because I've got some outside corners here, and then we've got some inside corners that we're going to have to do. So it's nice to be able to get an accurate angle so we can cut the miters. I always like to have my utility knife with me, my ever trusty speed square. Let's see, what else? Some tape and sandpaper for when it's time to paint. Some wood filler to cover up your holes when you nail it in. A level is handy. If you're doing it on the floor, that's not really that important because you're just going to follow the contour of the floor. But like when I do the door, I just want to make sure that the top piece is level. For the most part, you're going to follow the door, but hopefully the door is level. All right. Of course, something to cut the wood with. So I've just got my little miter saw here, or a chop saw, because I'm going to be using the saw and my nail gun. I've got my safety glasses and my hearing protection. You're going to need some way to install the molding, right? So you can use a hammer and nails and then use a little nail punch to get it in there. An air nailer if you want. I'm using this battery-powered nailer. I just found it easier than pulling out my compressor and the hoses, and it makes a lot of noise and everything. This thing's actually pretty good. I just got this a couple months ago when I started this project, and man, I love it. All right, you got some caulk to caulk around the top there once you get it in. You're going to find that a lot of times these walls aren't perfectly straight as we'd like them to be, so they might bow in a little bit now. And since I'm using the 1x4, it doesn't flex, but some of the MDF molding that you might get will flex, so it's not that important. But I always like to run a bead of caulk along the top. It just makes it look cleaner. Oh, and this is my nail. These are all my nails for my nail gun, just different sizes. So I think that's it. Let's see. Yeah, all right, so let's get started. All right, I like to start with the door. I'm gonna do the verticals on the door, then I'll do the top piece, and then we'll go around the flooring. So let's see what our measurement is here on this door. All right, so 81 1/4 on this side. Let's hope it's level. And we got 81 1/4 on this side. Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut two at 81 1/4. All right. Let's see here. Oops. 81 1/4. see how it looks. That looks pretty good. Got a little ding on that side while I move that. All right. That looks good. Take a look at this one. All right. Perfect. Okay. Grab the nailer. Not too worried about making sure it's perfectly level because I'm going to follow the door. Just kind of eyeball it. Looks good. And you don't need a whole bunch of nails in here. All right, cool. All right, so let's take a measurement, get our top piece in. Looking at 39 3/4, right on the money. All right. $39 3/4. I always like to double check my cut and mark so I don't waste a bunch of stuff here. Whoop. Good on that side. Man, perfect. All right, where's my 2x4? Up near the top. All right. All right. So now I'm going to change my nails out. And I don't want to put 2 inches because they'll shoot out through that door possibly. Using these nail gunners, man, those these brads can wander. So I'm just going to put some 1 inchers in this thing just to nail it to the door frame. And then we'll be good. All right. And I'm not going to put a whole bunch in here, just enough. All right, cool. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is start working on the floor. This is pretty easy. So I think I'm gonna go this way, get this back end in real quick. Now when you're looking at these 90 degrees, depending on the molding you're using, you're gonna have to cut the 45s, but since I'm using simple 1x4, I'm just gonna run one up together, run them nice, nice and tight to each other. I don't have to worry about cutting 45s in the corners. Now when I do the shoe molding along the bottom after I get everything else installed, I will do that, so. All right, let's see. Helps to take a measurement, huh? All right, let's see. 6 inches. And of course the wall's not straight. 6 inches will be it. All right. Inches. Put my 2-inch nails back in here. Well, I can get them out. There we go. All right, next. $57.5. All right. That piece is long enough. Outstanding. One of the little things I like about this saw right here, it's got this light on it, and it shows me where the blade is going to cut. Like a glove. All right. Cool. Next. I'm going to go ahead and come around this side. All right, so now I've got this outside angle here. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do when we get to that. Let's go ahead and measure. We want to find, of course, I've got these rounded corners in my hearing, so I'm not yelling at you. So I've got the rounded corners here, which makes it a little bit of a pain, but it's not any different than a regular corner. So we're going to call that 52. All right, so now we need to find our angle. So I've got this little angle finder here, which is super nice for finding angles, obviously. So right now it's set to 0 since it's closed. All you gotta do, open it up there. Now this says my angle is 128.3. We're gonna just call it 128, close enough. All right, so an easy way to find angles, right? So this is an obtuse angle since it's greater than 90 degrees. Let me get this scrap piece of board here. Find out what kind of miter we need to cut. All right, so it's pretty easy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, what do we say our angle is, 128? So there's a couple ways you can do it. The way I do it is I just go 180 minus 128. So that's gonna be 52, right? Sorry, my handwriting here. So now we're gonna take 52, and then we're gonna divide it by 2. So that's gonna be 26. So the angle we need to cut on our miter is 26, piece of cake. All right, so we need a piece that's 52 inches long, at least. Let's see, 55, perfect. All right, one thing I like to do, especially since I'm, if I had the chops outside or something, put it up there where I'm going. Wow, look at that. There's like 3/4 of an inch right there, man. Love this house. All right. So I know what I have to do here, but I like to just take and make a mark on it, which way I need my angle to go, so when I put it on the shop so I don't get it messed up. All right. So we need to do 52. Make sure I'm using that. I don't like that bottom piece. I'm mark it on this side here. All right. So we know I need my angle to come that way. All right. So now it's fine. And we need 52 on the inside. So we're going to mark 52 on the inside here. Okay. All right. So this chop saw won't cut all the way down like this. So through this board without flipping it over. So instead of messing with all that, what do we say, 26? All right, so I'm gonna bring my blade up to 5, 26. All right, perfect. All right, so let's see. I need to do my angle that way. All right, where I put my mark? Oh, there it is. All right, so looks like it's going the right direction. Yep. I put my hearing protection behind me. Okay. There we go. Yeah. All right. Cool. See if it fits. I like it. And before I nail this one down, I want to go ahead and do this piece, make sure I cut my angle right. All right. Move that one out of the way, it's too short. All right, so we're looking at about stuck. There we go. All right. So about 80 and a half. All right. Actually, we're going to cut this one to 80 and 5/8. All right. 80 and 5/8. Way down here. There we go. 80 and 5/8. All right. Let's see. Which top? I want that side on top. Cool. And we know we want this one to come at an angle like that. So that's going to fit that. All right. Hopefully I do this right, huh? All right. Inside there. Okay. See how it fits. Okay. Pretty good. I'll take that. Oh man, okay. I love these walls. So I'll buy that. All right. So that's pretty much how you install molding. Super easy, especially molding like this. All right, we got all the trim installed. So now all we have left to do is get the shoe molding in and finish filling in the holes and run some caulk along the top, and we'll be done. Well, we're almost done. We've got to paint still, but that's easy. Anybody can paint. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the shoe molding first. That way if I cover up any holes, those are the ones I ain't got to worry about. All right, cool. Let's see what we got. All right, that one is 70 and 9/16. 70 and 9/16. All right, cool. But now we got to remember on this side here, we're gonna cut the 45 because it's a 90, and so easy. All right. All right. What I like to do on these is put my safety gear on first, right? All right. Just gonna cut off the manufacturer's end real quick, make sure it's nice and square. All right. Lock that in, all right. So 70 and 9/16. These are long. Oop. Get on there. Yep. There we go. And that's where I'm going to cut my 45 at 70. My pencil. 70 and 9/16. Right here. All right. So this is an inside corner. So we want to make sure that when you're cutting an inside corner, you want to cut out and away, right? All right. There's my mark. There it is. All right. So we want to cut this to 45. Yeah, wrong way. We'll cut it that way. There we go. Right there on my mark. Easy. See how it fits. All right. That looks pretty good. I just need to cut just a hair off that real quick. Like half a kerf. Do it. All right, let's see. That's perfect. All right. And before I nail them down, I like to make them all the cuts. Make sure I'm good. All right. So now this one. Remember we had that angle here, that, what was that, 128? So that's our, remember 180 minus 128 is 52. Now you can divide 52 by 2, and so we got 26. So that's gonna be 26. Outside cut. But what I'm gonna do is, let's see which side. So that side goes over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one to 90, or to 45 rather. And then I'll measure it. Whoa. All right. So this time, I'm just gonna do it. Instead of taping it, I'm just gonna run this right up there nice and tight. Find my nice corner here, mark it, and I like to do my little, so I know which way I need to cut it. So this one, we need to cut it in. All right, and that's gonna be our 26, right that way. Wow. All right. So, set the miter to, let's see, 25, 26, right there. Lock it down. Find my mark. There's my mark. Oh, there it is. All right. See how that fits. That'll look good. That looks pretty good. Just a tiny bit off, but that's all right. Probably because I'm loose over there. Okay, nothing a little caulk, wood glue and wood filler can't fix, right? All right, so now we're gonna do this last piece here and then we'll nail everything in. This one, need a bigger piece. All right, so let's see. This one, I wanted to into the bedroom over there. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna cut it and then I'll just mark my pencil at the end over there. All right, but this one we want to leave that 26 as well. So what I'm doing is I'm doing it backwards. Okay, so move my miter over this way. Yep. Let's see, 26. That's close enough. All right. Let's see. I got plenty of extra over there. Yep. All right. Okay. All right. Too much? Too much. Cut a little bit more off. Not too much, I hope. All right. All right. Yeah, that's beautiful. All right. Pencil. This one won't hold. All right. There. Okay. All right, back to 0 or 90, whatever you want to call it. Find my mark. And all right, see how that fits. All right. I'll buy that. Cool. All right. So I went ahead and put 3/4 inch nails in my nail gun here, since I'm just going through this little shoe. All right, there we go. And just make sure you don't nail into the floor, because remember, this is a floating floor. But that looks good. Don't nail your fingers. All right, beautiful. All right. So now all we need to do is caulk, put wood filler in, and we're good to go. All right, go ahead and run a bead of caulk. And I just got me a little damp rag here. You know, in case I make a mess. You don't need much. And if you want, you can get those special tools or whatever, make your caulk line nice and neat. I just use my finger, it's just as easy. And as you can see, my wall is not square. So, I'm gonna pump that full of caulk, and I'll come back over for another pass once this dries, and nobody will ever notice. And there we go. Beautiful. Now I'll also run a bead up this corner here. A little gap there. All right. A little bit there. All right. Got a little mess on the floor. That's what my rag's for. And what's nice about this floor is that you can always just come back and scrape it up with your fingernail, really. All right, beautiful. So I'm not too worried about this line here where the shoe molding hits the trim, because the paint's gonna just take care of that. All right. So, and I forgot my wood filler. Be right back. All right, got the wood filler. Here we go. Now, you can use your scraper if you want, or a putty knife or something. For these little bits, I just like to use my finger. That way I can you want to just kind of push it in and spread it a little bit. Now you're going to want to wait to sand this. You're going to want your caulk to dry before you sand it, in case you hit the caulk on the corners or whatever. It'll mess it up. That's all there is to it. All right. Well, that's it. That's easy as it is. So, yeah, go have fun. Make your house look great. Hey, if you found this video helpful and you liked it, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that'd be great too. You can hit that bell if you want to see notifications when I throw out new videos. And again, thanks for watching. Hey, remember, before you make a cut, know where your fingers are. So later on you're not asking, where are my fingers? All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.